Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Tavian's World of Reptiles. I hope you are all doing well and taking care of yourselves. So today's video is a bit of a gushing one. I started this channel and I share my world of reptiles with people, and I've said it 1,000 times. I do this because I really want to take people's fear towards snakes and challenge that and eradicate that. And if not take it away, then at least get people to appreciate snakes. And I don't often get to see uh, the I don't really get to see that happen as much as I would like to. You not in person. I do get people who are just like, I don't really like snakes, but thanks to you, I've come to at least appreciate them. I appreciate looking at your snakes, and those are good things. Those are things to feel really good about. But I don't really get to see the I guess the fruits of my labor here too often. Except most recently, I have absolutely been able to see that, and it really warms my heart, and it just keeps me feeling inspired to keep doing what I do. Now, you all remember my life partner Ashley got her first snake at the Reptile Expo recently, and when I first got with Ashley and met her 4 years ago, and I had only about two snakes then at the time, and she was like, I'm not a fan. I'm not gonna hate on you for having them, but I'm not a fan. And I did manage to get her to hold Cruella, my corn snake. And she appreciated her then, but she was just like, still just like, standoffish. So she ended up getting her first very own snake, baby corn snake, at the Reptile Expo recently, and that has really been a life changing thing for her. She got it to overcome her own fear, but it has really just done wonders for her. She got her little snake, and she's just fallen head over heels in love with this cute little thing. She has loved putting its enclosure together. She's loved growing with it. She loves watching it. She truly loves the snake. And when she comes over to my place, sometimes she's just like, I want to hold a snake. I want to hold a snake. And she's held Cogsworth, my Rosie Boa, to get used to that. She did hold Cruella again to try to get used to and remember what it is to hold that longer of a snake, because that is what Sherbert, her little corn snake, is going to turn into. So she did hold Cruella again, and had a much better appreciation for her now than she probably did back then. And really got used to it. And she's held Baby Toph, and she's also held Skellington. And so, but today, and so she's been holding some snakes, and she's been getting used to it, and she's been really like, getting into the groove of it, and, really kind of appreciating it. But today, she made a huge leap, huge leap. So we got to my house, and one of the very first snakes I pulled out, because I guess up to this point, she had not actually seen it outside of the cage, is my big girl, Artemis. Now, you've all seen Artemis. Artemis is huge. She's at least 6 feet, and she's got some good weight to her. So I pulled out Artemis, and yeah, I'm still just in shock, because I pulled out Artemis, and I held her for a little bit, and then she wanted to hold her, and not just like hold the tail, not just like touch her a little bit. She wanted to hold her. So at some one point, like, she had all of Artemis in her hands, and all I had was Artemis's head, and she was just doing so good with it. She was like not freaking out. She was looking at how beautiful she was. She kept saying that Artemis's face was cute, and she was just doing so good. And I was just so amazed at her progress. She went from this, I'm not so sure, to this of a corn snake, to holding my 6 foot large boa and appreciating the beauty and power of holding the snake. And at one point, she actually asked me to drape the snake over her shoulder the way I would hold her, to make, because she wasn't sure about having around her neck, which is good because she's a big snake and we don't want a snake that large quite around her neck. But she wanted to feel all of her weight, so I put her over her shoulder, and she just did so good. She had it all by herself. I wasn't supporting the head. I wasn't supporting anything. She had this big snake all on her own, and she just did amazing. And this is just what I live for. This is what I live for. So she held this big snake, and after that, it was just like it was nothing to her. After that, it was just a matter of like, oh, I can hold any snake. Like, give me another one. Give me one of the ones that I haven't been too comfortable with. She ended up holding Artemis, not Artemis. She ended up holding Antiope, my smaller reticulated python, and she's always been a little, she wanted to, but she's been a little bit hesitant with that one because she is longer and she's a bit bigger, and she's bigger, she's a little bit bigger, so she's been a bit more hesitant. But after holding big old giant Artemis, she was just ready to take on the world. So she ended up holding up Antiope. She held Luna, who she'd been eyeing for a while and wanting to hold. And Luna is one I'm always like giving disclaimers to, especially for people who have fears towards snakes and their movements because of her neurological issues. She does a lot of crazy jerky movements sometimes and can scare people, but Ashley wanted to do it, and she held her and she did a great job and she loved her. And so now she's got like snakes that she like loves and like enjoys holding. And it's just been a great day because it's just been everything that I strive to do. I got to witness. I have been able to witness her growth from being to snakes to, oh, I got my first little snake. Oh, it's not so bad. It's cute. It's tiny. I like it. So, oh, I'll hold some of your bigger snakes and get a little used to what that would be like for when Birdie gets bigger. To, yeah, let me hold that big giant beast of a snake. Yeah, I got it. And she did, and she did so good. And that is what I live for, you guys. That is what I strive to bring to so many more people in this world. It's what I want to see happen for so many more people in this world. It's what this is why I put out videos, and why I post videos and pictures and all of that for people to see. So exposure, if only just looking at a snake can help you get to the point of being okay to hold a snake, then you can learn to appreciate snakes for all they are. Because I mean, pictures are great, but I think you can really appreciate a snake when you manage to get to hold that snake in your hands and really get to see it up close, which actually has got to do. And it's just been so fun to watch that progress. So I don't want to keep gushing, but I just, it makes me feel so good to be able to witness that, to see that growth in her, and to know that if I can do that for her, I can do that for so many more people, and that's what I'm striving to do. So anyway, you guys, you take care, love yourselves, love your reptiles, love your loved ones, and you guys keep spreading those herps.